Another important news development for today, as directed by the Apex Court Supreme Court. Well, the SBI has submitted all the electoral bond details to the Election Commission of India. We have now received the details of SBI's compliance affidavit. That's what they said. Ashmit Kumar joins us now with all the details of this development. Ashmit, tell us. Ashmit, if you can hear me, tell us about the details and what SBI has submitted finally after being directed by the Supreme Court.
Well, we understand that the State Bank of India has filed a compliance affidavit before the top court. Here, this has been signed by Dinesh Khare himself. As a part of this compliance affidavit, the SBI very clearly points out that there are two separate silos of information available with them. The number one silo is with respect to KYC of donors. The other silo is with respect to redemption information by political parties, date of encashment, denominations, and the parties to which these bonds were intended for. These two silos of information have now been shared by the State Bank of India with the Election Commission. In compliance with the Supreme Court directions, this was done before the end of the business day yesterday, which is in compliance with the Supreme Court direction. Supreme Court, of course, had warned of contempt action. A couple of aspects to bear in mind. There is no matching done between the two silos. So which electoral bond was intended for which political party, that information is not accessible, but the two sets of information shared with the Election Commission. Also importantly, the SBI clarifying that there were as many as 22,200 bonds, almost 22,200 of them. Of them, about 200 were not encashed. Those proceeds were then sent to the PM fund. What's important now is that the focus now shifts to the Election Commission. 15th of March is when the Election Commission is bound by the Apex Court order for publishing this information. And not just that, Election Commission is also required to publish information that it's secured from political parties with respect to donor-wise bonds. So that is something that is awaited. The focus clearly on the Election Commission for publishing this information as per Supreme Court directions.
All right, Ashmit, thanks a lot for bringing us all of those details. With that, it is time for a short break, but there's lots more news and market action on the other side.